the screen so everyone can see me still, but yeah. I did put like a playlist on the comments if anyone wants to open that up and play that along while they're practicing. Due to copyright issues, I can't play it here, so it'll just be me and my voice. But hopefully you'll be able to hear me loud and clear. And this class will be posted on YouTube and Coppermine's Facebook later on if you ever want to come back to this flow. So I see we have a few other friends, Diana and Rachel, welcome. My name's Jamie, and we are going to be going through a 45-minute or so Power Vinyasa flow. All you really need is your mat and some water if you'd like. And if you have blocks though, I would encourage you to have your blocks by your mat just in case you need those, but they're not required for a class. So we are going to get started. So if everyone can just be sure to mute themselves so they are no longer on the screen. And we're going to get started in child's pose. So meet me at your mat in child's pose. You're going to bring your big toes to touch and your knees open wide. And then sit your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms out long in front of you up towards the top of your mat and rest your forehead down. Take a deep breath in here through your nose, fill up. And then a cleansing, open mouth exhale, sigh it all out. Take another deep, big inhale here through your nose, fill up your belly, fill your rib cage, expand. And then cleansing, open mouth, exhale, let all of that go. As you inhale, crawl your fingertips 1 inch closer to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, sit your hips back towards your heels. Just take this moment here to settle into your space, settle into your practice and your mats. Any thoughts wandering around in your mind, just let them go. Be in this present moment between these four corners of your mat and your space. Take another deep breath in here through your nose, fill up. Cleansing, open mouth, exhale, sigh it all out. And then on your next inhale, slowly walk your fingertips over to the right side of your mat. Right palm comes off your mat and left palm over your right palm. Feel that nice stretch on the left side of your body from your hip all the way out through your left pinky. Take a big inhale, fill up, feel your ribcage expand up. And exhale, let it all go. On your next inhale, slowly start to walk back through center. Bring your palms over to the left side of your mat. Left palm on your ground and right palm over your floor. Feel a nice deep stretch through your right side. Big inhale here through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. If you're just joining this practice, please be sure to mute your. Take another breath in here through your nose. Exhale, let it all go, and then walk your fingertips back to center, child's pose.
All right, bye.
With a band on.
Big inhale here through your nose. Exhale, let it all go. And then on your next inhale, slowly shift forward to a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose, send your belly down, gaze up and over, press your mat away from you. Exhale, cat pose, round out your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow pose, thread your heart forward, gaze up. Exhale, cat pose, round out your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Move through a few more cat and cows here on your own, flowing breath to movement. Maybe you take some hip circles here. Just start to wake up your spine, release any tension that may have come up on your Wednesday. Take one more breath here. And then come into a neutral spine tabletop pose. Hug your belly up and in. Press your mat away from you and then inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Send your heels down to your mat. Spread your fingertips out wide and let your head just hang heavy here. Maybe you shake your head yes to all the possibilities and opportunities that are to come. And shake your head no to anything that's not serving you right today. And then shift more weight into your right palm. Take an inhale. Exhale, send your left arm to your right thigh or your right calf muscle for a down dog twist. Send your gaze underneath your right armpit. Feel a nice deep stretch through your right IT band. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Release your left palm back down to your mat. Shift more weight into your left palm this time. Breath in. Exhale, send your right arm to the outside edge of your right thigh or calf muscle here. Gaze underneath your left armpit. Down dog twist. Feel a stretch from your left heel through your left IT band to your hip bone. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze between both fingertips. And then exhale, slowly walk your feet hips width distance apart for a ragdoll pose. Bend into your knees and melt your torso over your thighs. Let your head hang heavy here. You can reach for opposite elbows. Maybe interlace your hands behind your neck. Sway from side to side. Let all that stress and tension just fall off your head, neck, and shoulders here. Take one more breath. Inhale, release your fingertips down to your mat. Exhale, heel toe your feet to touch. Big toes touch like sliver in your heels. Micro bend in your knees. Inhale, slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. Reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Take a breath in here. Sweep your hands up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. Hands come to heart center. Let me blink your eyes shut here. Send your gaze down to your fingertips. And take this moment to set your intention for class this evening. What brought you here to your mat today? It's going to move and drive you through this practice. If nothing comes to mind, I'd like to offer up my intention. I've been focusing in on class today is connection. As we connect breath to movement, to our flow, connect with one another from state to state via this virtual yoga community. However you can find connection today, we'll seal that intention with one communal breath. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Gently blink your eyes open and release your fingertips down to your hips. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your hands up overhead. Root into all four corners of your feet here. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift up on your kneecaps, and hug your belly up and in. Draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Big inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Send your right fingertips to the back of your mat. Left fingertips extend forward. Square your hips forward. Maybe draw your right palm to your right hip. And then send your gaze over your right shoulder. As you inhale, lengthen up tall through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, twist. Inhale, mountain pose, release, unwind, come back through center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Send your left fingertips to the back of your mat. Right fingertips extend forward this time. Send your gaze behind your left shoulder for a deeper twist. Lift up and out through both side bodies, your obliques, and then twist. Inhale, mountain pose, come back through center, hands overhead. Exhale, baby back bend. Goal post your arms to 90-degree bend and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, mountain pose, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Let all of that go. Release your head, bend and stretch into one or both knees here. We're going to take that flow 2 times, slow breath to movement. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, hands to shins or thighs. Hug your elbows into your rib cage. Exhale, forward fold, let all of that go. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, sweep your hands up overhead. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain pose, hands overhead. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, forward fold, let that go. One more time, breath to movement connection. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, open arm twist right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, Tadasana, rise. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold, let all of that go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, draw your hands to shins or thighs, change here. Exhale, high plank pose, plant your hands and step your feet to the back of your mat. In your high plank pose, stack your heels over your toes, lift your hips up high, press your mat away from you, activate your push muscles, your trapezius muscles, and send the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. Option always to drop to your knees here for support, still engaging that core, hugging your belly up and in. Take an inhale here, shift forward 1 inch so your shoulders are over your fingertips. And then exhale, low plank, hug your elbows into your ribcage. Again, option always to drop to your knees. Inhale, up dog, untuck your toes, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Take 2 breaths here, big inhale through your nose, reset, reconnect. Exhale, sigh it all out, let it go. Another big inhale here, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let that go. Moving into our sun B flow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Send your right heel high up towards the ceiling. Flex through your right toes and tilt your right hip down in line with your left. Breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Stack your right knee over your ankle here. Your left toe stays tucked. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Arms extend up overhead. Peel your right hip back and send and shoot your left hip forward, square to the front of the room. Breath in here. Exhale, add in that open arm twist to the right. Left fingertips extend forward, right fingertips extend to the back of your mat. Now shift more weight into your right foot here. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Use that core strength. Find your balance stability. Hug your left knee into your chest. Root into all four corners of your right foot. Take a breath in here. Exhale, figure four. Draw your hands to heart center. Left ankle over your right thigh. Start to slowly bend into your right knee. Feel that nice juicy stretch in the outside of your left hip here. Stay here for a few breaths. Option to draw your forearms down to meet your left shin for a juicier stretch. Maybe you fold all the way over. Let everything go. Hold here for 4, 3. We'll slowly rise into, and 1. Inhale, slowly rise back up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Like you're moving through molasses, tap your left foot to the back of your mat. Extend your arms to the back of your room. Rotate your pinkies and thumbs face up towards the ceiling. Inhale, warrior 2, spin all the way open. Your left ankle plants into your mat. Peel your right knee to the pinky side edge of your right toe and extend your arms out long. Nice strong gaze over your right fingertips. Take a breath in here. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm towards the top of your mat. Tick-tock your hands to 6 and 12. Right arm comes to the inside edge of your right thigh. Make that connection here to bring more space through your heart. Rotate your heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten through your front knee. Extend your right arm up high towards the ceiling. Feel that nice deep stretch from your right big toe all the way out through your right fingertips. Feel it in your right side oblique. Big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your hands on either side of your right foot. Again, shift weight back into your right foot. Inhale, forward fold to the top of your mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Rise and sit low into your hips here. Arms extend out long in front of you. Shift more weight into your heels. Maybe peel your toes up off your mat. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hug your glutes. Take a breath in here. Hold for your exhale. I like to sometimes call this intense pose. We really start to feel it in our thighs. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release all that, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga flow. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Option to move right into down dog or take your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it all out. Taking it on the next side. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Lift your left heel up high towards the ceiling. Again, tilt your left hip down in line with your right. Flex through your left toes, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between both hands. Your right toes stay tucked. Your left knee is directly over your left ankle. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Arms extend up overhead. Draw your left hip back and send your right hip forward this time. Big inhale. Exhale, open arm twist left. Extend your left fingertips to the back of your mat. Right fingertips reach forward. Twist through your obliques. Send your gaze over your left shoulder. Pause here for a moment. Big inhale. Stay for your exhale and then shift more weight into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. You know it's coming. Hug your right knee in. Flex through your right toes. Find balance and stability through rooting into your left foot. Big inhale here. Exhale, figure four. Hands come to heart center. Right ankle over your left thigh and peel your right knee to the back of the room. Keep your right toes flexed. Breath in here. Exhale, start to slowly bend into your left knee for a nice juicy stretch on the outside of your right hip. Option to draw your forearms onto your shin here, or maybe fold all the way over. Hold here for 4, 3, last 2. Slowly rise in 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Draw your right knee in. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Again, like we're moving through molasses. Use that core strength and step your right foot to the back of your mat. Shoot your arms towards the back of the room. And then engage your left glute. Peel your left hip back. Send your right hip forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then send your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, warrior 2, spin all the way open. Anchor your right heel into your mat. And then rotate your right inner thigh up and out towards the ceiling. Pause here for a moment. Nice, strong warrior. Engage your arms. Spread all 10 fingers out wide. Nice strong gaze over your left fingertips. Big inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left fingertips as far forward. And then tuck your hands to 6 and 12. Left forearm engages with your left inner thigh. Reach up more than reaching down to use your left side oblique. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through your front knee. Left arm extends up overhead. Give that nice left side body a stretch. Breath in here through your nose, fill up. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your hands on either side of your left foot. Shift the weight into your left foot here. Inhale, forward fold. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, intense pose, I like to call it. Find your stability here. Squeeze and hug your inner thighs together. Engage your quads. Take a breath in here, change. Exhale, drinking bird. Lift your heels up off your mat. Extend your arms to the back of the room and tilt your torso forward, parallel with your mat. Find your tallest stilettos here. Lift your heels 1 inch higher. Find that balance. Use your breath. Connect. Hold here for 4, 3, release in 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Let all of that go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga flow, high to low plank. Your version, variation. Maybe you take the full flow, your knees, coming back right to a downward facing dog. Take a breath in here through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. We're gonna connect our breath to movement, flowing 1 time. Inhale, 3-legged dog, send your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step it all the way through. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, open arm, twist right. Inhale, 1-legged mountain. Use that core strength, left knee into your chest. Exhale, figure 4. Inhale, 1-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, let that go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga flow, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, you got this. Stay with your breath. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee draws in. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two, spin open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, forward fold to the top of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird and hold for 4, 3, catch your breath, 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here through your nose. Exhale, child's pose, drop to your knees. Send your hips back to your heels. Rest your forehead down. This is a good time to grab a sip of water. Towel off if that's what your body is needing. Take these next few breaths to tap back in your intention. Remind yourself of what brought you here to your mat today. Maybe it's to connect with fellow yogis across the country. We have some friends from Michigan and Colorado. Maybe it's just to connect here with yourself. Flowing breath and movement, just finding some peace and serenity in 4 corners of your mat. Take one more breath in here through your nose. Exhale, let that all go. Inhale, slowly shift forwards, tabletop pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze between your fingertips. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. I'm going to turn and face you, so if you can see the screen, have a better visual of this. So breath in, chair pose. And then breath out, let it go. And then inhale, lift your left knee into your chest. Exhale, eagle pose. Wrap your left leg over your right thigh. Hug your inner thighs towards one another. And then wrap your left arm underneath your right. Interlace your hands with one another. Maybe give yourself a bear hug. Find one point out in front of you, a non-moving object or drishti. Focus on, send your breath there. Find stillness. Hold here for 4, 3, unwind in 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose, unwind, let that go. And then exhale to prepare for eagle on the right. Send your right thigh into your chest. Hug it over your left thigh. Squeeze your inner thighs together. You can use your right foot as a kickstand. Wrap it around your calf. And then interlace your right arm underneath your left. Maybe give yourself a bear hug. Stack your shoulders over your hips as if you're sitting up against a wall. Tap back into that drishti. Find your breath. Hold 4, 3, release in 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose, unwind, let that go. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your torso forward to a 45-degree angle. And then exhale, prayer twist over to the right. Draw your left elbow to the outside edge of your right thigh. Press your palms together and twist your heart to your hands. Sit your hips below your heart. Keep a nice, strong, straight spine. Option to gaze up over your right shoulder. Take a breath in here. Twist and wring out anything that doesn't serve you on your exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let that go, and then heel toe your feet to hips with distance apart. Grab your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe. Slight bend in your knees, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Melt your torso over your thighs, let your head hang heavy. Big elephant ears with your elbows here. Reset your spine from all that twisting. Take one more inhale. Exhale, unwind. Release your grip with your fingertips, and then heel toe your feet back to touch. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten or bring your torso to a 45-degree angle over your thighs. And then exhale, prayer twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside edge of your left thigh this time. Palms pressed together. Thread your heart through up towards the ceiling. More weight is shifted in your heels. Bring all that energy out, negative energy out that doesn't serve you today. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let that go. And then bring your feet back to hips with distance apart. One more time. This time we're gonna move into gorilla pose. So plant the tops of your hand on your mat and then slide them under your feet here. Big bend in your knees so your belly touches your thighs. Breath in. Exhale, fold, gorilla pose, let all that go. Take a few breaths here. Maybe massage out your wrists here with your toes. That feels good for you after all those chaturangas. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly release your hands from underneath your feet. Heel toe your feet to touch. And then inhale, slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. From the top, back to our sunny flow. Big inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open arm twist right. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, forward fold, let that go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, last chaturanga of the day. Make it your best, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it all out. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Exhale, half pigeon. Draw your right knee to your right wrist. Your ankle to your left wrist. Flex through your right toes. And then ensure your left leg is in a strong straight line behind you. Your heel, your ankle, your knee, and your hip are in one line. You can place a block underneath your right hip for more support, or a pillow if you don't have blocks at home. You can stay here, start to slowly fold over your right thigh for a deeper stretch. Maybe you take your other block and place it underneath your forehead. Start to surrender your body into your mat. Send your breath to your low back. Where breath goes, energy flows. So send it there. Release that tension we're holding in our hips. Take 2 more breaths here on your own. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more breath in. Breath out. And then on your next inhale, slowly come back up to your hands. Remove your blocks if you have them, if you're using them. And then make your way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog on the right once more. And then exhale, scorpion dog to open up your right hip flexor. Send your right heel to your left glute. Bend your right knee. Keep equal pressure between both palms. 1 more breath here. Exhale, down dog, let that go. On the left, inhale, 3-legged dog. On the left, lift your left heel high. Exhale, half pigeon, knee to your left wrist, ankle to your right. Flex through your left toes once more. Again, on this side, check that your right leg is in one strong straight line behind you. Maybe you need a block underneath this glute. No 2 sides are the same. Someone once told me that your right and left side are siblings rather than twins. So they're from the same family, but not alike. And just treat them that way, and then start to slowly fold over your left thigh. Breathe into this space here. Nice deep stretch through your left outer glute, right hip flexor. Take 2 breaths on your own. Line, squeeze, squeeze. Stabilizing with that core. When you're ready on your next inhale, slowly rise back up to your fingertips. Downward facing dog, bend your hips up and back. Now 3-legged dog on the left. Find your scorpion dog, bend into your left knee, right left heel to your right glute. Over. 5, 4. Big inhale. 2. Exhale, downward facing dog. A good rest in that child's pose. Exhale, table. Drop your knees. It's going to be in that left hand. Right.
Can you guys please mute yourselves?
I'm going to mute some friends. Sorry about that. All right, when you're ready, come into a seat. And then bring the soles of your feet onto your mat, hips width distance apart here. Send your arms behind your thighs for support. And then start to round out your spine, a little bit of core work to end the day. Slowly roll 1 vertebrae at a time onto your mat. And then release your head down. Walk your heels closer to your hips. If you have a block, you can place it between your inner thighs. Plant your palms next to your hips here. Big inhale. Exhale, bridge pose. Squeeze through your glutes and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Option here to interlace your hands behind your hip or underneath your hips for a nice juicy stretch through your shoulders. Take a big inhale, lift your hips 1 inch higher. Exhale, start to slowly lower your hips down to your mat. Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees open wide. 1 hand on your heart, 1 hand on your belly. Take this moment here to allow your breath to start to slow down. Feel your belly rise with every inhale and contract with every exhale. One more time, breath in, fill up. Breath out, let that go. And then hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze your left knee into your left rib cage and extend your right leg out long in front of you. Big inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Drape your left thigh over your right. Tee out your hands and gaze out over your left shoulder. Root both shoulder blades into your mat. Nice stretch through your left side oblique after all that twisting today. Take a big inhale, fill up your belly. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Hug both knees back into your chest, reset your spine. Big inhale. Exhale, let your left leg fall out in front of you. Hug your right knee into your right rib cage. Breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Drape your right thigh over your left. Send your right fingertips out long. Gaze out over. Maybe start to close your eyes. A big inhale. Fill up your belly. Exhale, side all out. And then come back through center. Hug both knees back into your chest. And find a happy baby pose. Guide your hands between your legs. Reach for the inside or outside edges of your feet. Massage your low back down, side to side. Option, extend one leg out and then the other for a nice hamstring stretch. Take 2 more breaths here on your own. Any final movements you need before closing off your practice? And then when you're ready, hug your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze up into the tightest little ball that you can. Tighten up every muscle in your body. Big inhale. Exhale, final Shavasana. Let everything go. Spread your legs and your arms out long and just slowly surrender the weight of your body into your mat. Feel that connection between you and the earth. Allow it to support you. Find that trust. And just start to slow down your breath. Just come back to a natural breath, no control. You're more than welcome to stay here in Shavasana for as long as your evening allows. If you're ready to take this practice up off your mat, take a big inhale, come into a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms up overhead, point your toes. And then exhale, fetal pose, roll over to your favorite side. Hug your knees into your chest, use your bicep as a pillow. And just take these final moments of stillness, maybe the only moments of stillness in your day, in your work week, whether you're working from home or traveling. And just thank yourself for dedicating this last 45 minutes all to you. And when you're ready, slowly press yourself up into an easy seat. Crisscross your legs, close down your eyes. Just as we began, as one community, we'll close off our practice as we connect with one breath. Big inhale, hands sweep up overhead. Exhale, sigh it all out, let that go. Hands to heart center. Feel the beat of your heart. Connect your mind to your body, to your spirit. I thank each and every one of you for joining me from your homes and allowing me to guide you in this practice. The light and love in me honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us today from wherever you may be in this country. I hope you guys enjoyed the flow. It will be posted again on YouTube and Coppermine's Facebook group. And I'll be back again next week, Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. and Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or feedback, please send them to Coppermine, or you can say anything in the comments. I'll be on for a little bit longer, and otherwise, have a lovely, lovely Wednesday evening. Bye.